Whether you're a coffee connoisseur or just love your cup of joe, you can enjoy a flight of gourmet coffee or a mug and some fresh baked goods right here at My Cuppa Coffee. Well, I'm in the kitchen here with Allison Leonard, and Allison is the owner of My Cuppa Coffee, and this place is so much fun, let me tell you that much. It's really unique. Today you're going to bake something for us. We're going to start with baking, right? Yep. So what are we doing?
I'm going to make sugar cookies. This recipe was from my neighbor growing up in Fairdale. They had lived on the property pretty much her whole life, and then my parents bought it from them, and she was like our little surrogate grandmother next door. So she used to make this recipe for us. She was born in 1903, and this was her grandmother's recipe. You have 3 cups of sugar. Inside the sugar, there are 2 teaspoons of baking soda and baking powder. I already put them in here, and they're aerated a little bit. You don't really use Crisco a lot in baking anymore. A lot of people have kind of found alternatives. So there's a cup of Crisco in here and a pint of sour cream.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. The sour cream I had sit out for a little bit just so that the water part on top of it kind of separates and drain that off so it doesn't make them runny. To this, I'm going to add 5 fresh eggs. These are local eggs from a junior high student who raises chickens.
Nice.
And he brings me a couple dozen a week. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. If you wanted to holiday them up, you could always put some cinnamon and nutmeg in there. That would probably be a really good one too.
Good idea.
So I let that mix a little bit and get all worked together. This is 5 cups of flour.
Okay. Oh, it's looking good. It's getting that doughy consistency.
If it's a little too runny, you can add more flour up to another cup of it. As long as it's not runny, if it takes a long time to drop off of the whisk part, it's okay. To get them the consistency of these guys, you might want it a little bit thicker just so that they puff up a little bit more. We're going to put the cookie batter on the sheet.
Okay. So how much you doing? Like a big tablespoon?
Do like a big tablespoon.
Heaping, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Myrtle's cookies were very large.
Nice.
I don't know if it's because I was little and they just seemed like they were a lot bigger then, but I like to do a big heaping spoonful.
So they're going to kind of spread out. So you want to separate them. You know, it looks like you have a good 2 inches in between.
I usually only do about 6 per, and they'll puff right up. I use about a teaspoon of, well, half a teaspoon, and I just sprinkle sugar on top of them. And it doesn't make it golden, it just sinks in really well. They're such soft cookies, just gives it a nice little crunch on the top. And now I'm gonna put them in the oven at 350 for 12 to 15 minutes. I kind of watch as it gets after 10 minutes. Don't want them to be too golden, but you also need to make sure that they're cooked in the middle. If they're puffy, just kind of want to tap in the middle and make sure that it doesn't sink in. If it sinks in, they need a little bit longer.
Allison, here at My Cup of Coffee, you not only have great baked goods, all homemade baked goods, but one really cool thing is you have these flights of coffee. Let's talk about this. You have a flight here for us.
These are a flight of lattes. So you can pick any of the syrups that I make, and I make them all in-house. They're with fresh berries or whatever kind of fruit is in season and spices. So you have a lavender one that I make with culinary lavender, peach, local peaches off of a neighbor's yard, vanilla pumpkin, and an apple spice. The apple syrup is made with local apples from Jane's Orchard. It's local in Susquehanna County. I try to use all local ingredients as much as I can for the rest of the syrups. And anything that I do, people can call in and request something, and I can make it, and I sell them by the jar for them as well.
You also offer other coffee type drinks as well, and other drinks. Tell us about those.
I do. I have regular drip coffee. My coffee beans come from W.C. Clark's Cheese Shop at State College. I also offer the flights with fresh lemonade, fresh squeezed lemonade that we make here, iced tea and hot tea as well.
And you're located in a really unique shop.
We are located in the Church Street Marketplace, and we share the space with Slanted Art. We have over 50 local artists. We do dinner theater party with Endless Mountain Theater Company. There's massage in the back, and there's yoga upstairs. So we kind of have a little bit of everything to offer. It's a nice little space to stop and take a break.
Absolutely.
Once again, I'm Allison with My Cuppa Coffee. We're located at 158 Church Street in Montrose. My social media is My Cuppa Coffee on Facebook, and on Instagram I have My Cuppa Coffee, and you can check out all the old recipes and drinks of the day.
Excellent. Allison, thank you so much for
It was
having
lovely
us
meeting
today.
you. It was
too.
lovely having you.
Thanks.